All right, we'll be back from the break. You're still watching Smart Means Business, and at this moment in time, we are definitely heading into our on-ground conversations. But before that, Samna Hanifa is here to give us more details in regards to what to look out for in the Business Today edition tonight. And Hanifa, what should we expect in the bulletin?
We are expecting to get the views of the NRM MPs, because actually the meeting, the NRM Parliamentary Caucus meeting, was supposed to be today.
Okay.
Even today, a couple of legislators were ready. They were ready because they are going to talk to their chairperson, who is the president.
Yes.
So they have very many expectations. We talked to a few, and what they told us is that they do not want the president to do to them what he did the other time.
Okay.
This time, they know, yes, he's going to talk about PDM, of course.
They want him to talk about the real issues.
They want him to talk about the real issues. They want him to talk about the iron sheets.
By the way, last time he didn't.
Yeah.
He mentioned a few. It was just like a Passover. He was
exactly
looking at.
And the NRM MPs were pissed. They did not like the speech at all. If he left out corruption, they're like, he's supposed to mention the corruption, which is happening.
So they wanted him to grab the bull.
Exactly. From the top, which is happening at the top actually. They want him to talk about it this time around. Like, no. We want him to mention something on it.
Comment.
Yeah, they want him to talk about it. Like, what he did to them last time was not really good.
Okay.
Andrea.
You know, Hanifa, I'm amazed when you say they want serious matters. What are serious matters?
No, she didn't mention serious matters.
Corruption.
She mentioned there are other matters of national importance that I think some members of parliament wanted to hear the president's take on them.
Yeah.
Like what exactly?
Because the PDM and the Myoga are very serious matters as well, because they are corruption related to the misuse of these funds.
Yeah.
Because President Museveni is going to as well meet Kampala leaders to talk about the Myoga and PDM. So I think the MPs want him to also look at this issue before it goes to bed, since it has cabinet members.
Exactly.
Because me, I would feel the real issues here, going just even away from Karamoja, PDM. But this has all been even before PDM came in, before the Myoga really came in.
I know.
The biggest issue for Uganda is, I wake up today, but how am I sure of my tomorrow? The financial security of my tomorrow.
PDM.
Even before the PDM came in here, that has been a serious issue. And if that is not me, I believe those are the issues, the serious issues of Ugandans. That, talking about iron sheets, well, okay, iron sheets, before the iron sheets came, survival. How am I going to live tomorrow? People are living for today. Are you living for today?
Now, Andrew, the fact that President this time around promised Ugandans that he's going to fight corruption.
Sure.
And the corruption is happening
within the cabinet.
At his doorstep. It is happening just around him.
I want to believe the president. I want to believe personally that the president is still disappointed in his cabinet.
Yeah,
and maybe he's trying to find a solution really. To see how he's going to deal with this, because when something happens in your house, you really need to first of all take clear attention. I think he's trying to do a lot of investigation on the matters before he comes up with an immediate action.
What more investigations does he have to do? He has already investigated, and people have come out. Yes, I received them, but they were not meant for me. I didn't know. They have denied. They didn't know. Some have returned. Actually, they have started implicating even some of the legislators who have received these. Who are not even NRM, who have received these iron sheets. And the MPs have come out to say, I requested for iron sheets for the northern region, because the office of the Prime Minister deals with those things, iron sheets during the disaster happenings.
I've heard someone mentioning that maybe some of these MPs want to want the other cabinet members to be fired so that they are hired. So that they replace them. That's why they're pushing the big man on fire or on gunpoint to say, fire these people.
Selfish.
We can do the job for you.
No, of course, if you want, if you're talking about something that you're fighting Please
Yes.
be please come out on it. They have given you names. You keep asking Ugandans to give you names of people who are dealing in corruption. You deal with them, and they have given you names. It is everywhere, and you're silent about it. Really? And perhaps I think something else also that may come up in the meeting is the bill, the homosexuality the bill, because
that has got international media.
Exactly. The
Everyone
US
is
yesterday
pointing out directly to Uganda.
Exactly.
The US Secretary Blinken had a press conference immediately after talking about the same matter.
Exactly. And they said they are watching closely. They know the president has not assented to the bill yet, but they will see
But
to
look
it.
of things is also watching closely.
He's watching closely. So I think also the bill may come up. It is going to be an issue that will be discussed in this matter. But MPs want the president to do something about his ministers.
Yesterday there were demonstrations, by the way, regarding the iron sheet saga. There are some people who are not happy with this.
Do you know how difficult it is arresting someone carrying an iron sheet? Because you have to protect yourself and protect him as well.
I know.
You know, it was really tough.
I think one of the reasons as why most Ugandans are continuously pushing for some of the things for us to have a permanent solution is we've seen different findings by committees being undermined.
Exactly.
Because after a report has been filed, nothing is done.
Nothing is done.
We can go back to the Uganda Airlines. You look at the NSSF. You look at KCCA, by the way.
Exactly.
KCCA has got some wrangles in there, but they're going down to bed. And then you wonder, what is happening really? There was a time they misused billions of shillings to buy furniture. So you can easily ask yourself all these questions. So when you look at all these things, it is undermining the presence of committees in Parliament.
Exactly.
Then we have no reason as to why we even have committees.
We even have a parliament in the first place.
If
that's a very good question.
If Parliament recommends and they expect the president, the head, to the executive to act on what they have recommended, and then it is not done. So everyone like Parliament, there's no point as why Parliament should even be there. It should even exist in the first place, because they are supposed the Parliament is a voice. When they recommend, the president must act on it.
All right. And members of Parliament under the NRM caucus, like Samla Hanif has identified, will definitely want to meet with President Museveni.
Yeah.
To at least hear from him. I think this time around it's the children heading direct to the father.
Exactly.
They don't want outsiders in the
and
business.
you know when it is just their caucus meeting, they are free to talk about anything. They can even protest.
It's one family.
I've seen. You know what? That is where the Rebel MPs came from. You remember the Rebel MPs? They came from such caucus meetings, because they are with their head.
There are those who are not happy with
with
systems, regardless of the fact that they still want to be part of the party.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. More proceedings and of course more developments of that same matter will be coming up shortly in our bulletin, either today or tomorrow. Once they meet, definitely Samuel Hanifa will be following up and giving you details of that report. Now let's head into our on-ground discussions this morning, and they're rotating around agribusiness in Yumbe district. Of course, there are some hindrances coming up as the Uganda Development Bank has launched an Agri-Connect platform in order to boost agribusiness in Yumbe district. Of course, agriculture is the backbone of our economy, but then it is better when we add it with more business to make some good money for the farmers. Let's have more of that. We have Honorable Evelyn Anite, who is the State Minister of Finance, Investment, who is the State Minister for Investment and Privatization. Then we also have Abdul Mutalib Asiku, Chairperson LC5 Yumbe District, and Patricia Ojangole, who is the Managing Director of Uganda Development Bank, giving us more details of what is going to be done for the residents in Yumbe.
Service then with these loans, with access to credit, and including them. That means that they will get out of poverty. It indeed breaks my heart to see that statistically, northern Uganda is number 2 after Karamoja. With all these interventions, it breaks one's heart. But as I conclude, I want to tell you, the people of Yumbe, I want to thank the woman MP and the constituency MP of Varinga East They fought tirelessly. When we launched the hospital here with the president, they fought tirelessly and came with a delegation of the COW, the chairman 5, and hospital leaders. They came to my office. They held me at ransom. But amukilale became any joke and it Adrian to send the hospital to if I mean chance, man chance. My office guy like Avaku Kora for them. Listen, I'm very excited that the hospital is now functioning. But as the hospital is functioning, I want to bring you good news that this road from Koboko all the way to Yumbe to Moyo, the Minister for Works, that's why you should come in big numbers to Arua, because the Minister for Works is coming to tell us exactly when the road is going to start to be constructed.
Regarding the condition of our roads, indeed, they are so worrying, and we've always raised the concern to Minister of Works, to Uganda National Roads Authority regarding the conditions of our roads. We have the trunk roads that are maintained by Uganda National Roads Authority, and we've always appealed to them to improve the conditions of these roads. Their concern has been inadequacy of resources, and we want to appeal to Minister of Finance, to Government of Uganda to allocate more resources to UNRA so that we are able to improve the conditions of our roads and also facilitate transportation of agricultural produce to bigger markets like Arua City in the case of this region, Gulu City in case of northern Uganda, and also to Juba. That has been our appeal to Government of Uganda, and will still continue to appeal. We have the road from Koboko through Yumbe to Moyo to Laropi. This road under refugee window is supposed to be tarmacked, and we've always written to Government of Uganda. We've written to Minister of Finance, we've written to Uganda National Roads Authority to fast track the tarmacking of the road from Koboko through Yumbe to Moyo. But there are no clear information as to when the actual tarmacking of the road will be. I want to use this opportunity to still continue to appeal to government that we fast track implementation and tarmacking of this road so that it facilitates the transportation of our goods and also other services. Otherwise, we have always been pushing and will still continue to push with the government. We have the community access roads and the district roads. Our budget for maintaining these roads has been so wanting. I want to thank the President of Uganda for his wisdom that next financial year there's going to be an allocation of additional 1 billion in order to improve the conditions of our roads. Otherwise, this financial year, the money that we got to improve the conditions of the district roads is just about 450 million, and this money is used to procure fuel to improve conditions of over 282 kilometers of road length, which is quite something that is completely inadequate, and therefore we want to continue to appeal to government, we want to continue to appeal to Minister of Finance and Minister of Works to prioritize improving the road infrastructure if indeed we are to address issues of social service provision and also marketing of our produce.
To kind of identify where we think we may need value and we have a need. And at that point, I insisted that if there is one thing that I would want to see, it was how can we do lending differently, especially in the digital era. At that point, we realized that at UDB, we have a mandate to serve the whole country. We also realized that our profession, which an industry which is banking, is being disrupted by technology. While some people are calling on us to open branches, I know that banks are closing branches because of the changing business models. So the issue was there must be a solution. How can we leverage on technology, the new driver of business, for us to be able to do our work more efficiently, reach scale, innovate banking and finance. And specifically, we agreed or decided that let's go for it. Let's identify key partners and innovate a solution that would serve ordinary Ugandans. A lot has been said by our partners. This has been work that has taken time. It has been a patient journey, and I also join them to congratulate you here in Yumbe that we are launching this product here today. AgriConnect has been developed to disseminate credit to the mass lower underserved markets. These digitalized village savings and loan associations will ensure that farmers have access to credit and savings products at affordable rates. I was just chatting to the CEO and founder, Mr. Tim, and I was asking, so how have farmers been getting money? Who have they been getting the money from? Which banks? At what cost? What is the process? And from whatever I have learned, there is nothing so far available that beats Nsibuko or AgriConnect product. And I think I'm just looking forward to us rolling this out across the whole country. We've also kind of touched on the statistics, the number of people and VSLAs and farmers or members of those VSLs that are already digitalized in northern Uganda, in eastern Uganda, and parts of Karamoja, where the product has started, and the numbers are really exciting. So we're happy that we have reached this milestone. In this season, our primary target is to reach at least 1,000 smallholders farmers, which has already started. And these digital loans will aid them in increasing production, intensifying food security, and boosting household incomes. And we are happy to launch this in this district as a pilot. The loan request approval disbursement process will be done digitally, with the funds moving directly to the farmer's e-mobile wallet. The application has additional value-adding features that will address non-financial farming pain points relating to accessing key information on the market, pricing, farming practices, farming inputs, weather patterns, among others. These features will be rolled out in the medium term.
Patricia Ojangole is the UDB Managing Director there. And of course, trying to look at the initiatives of promoting agribusiness in Yumbe district, agriculture and business. Of course, that is it for SMB on ground, and obviously that's it for Smart Mix Business Wednesday, 29th of March 2023. 2 days to go to welcome and say hello to the month of April. To everybody out there, to the Muslim community, I think we've never wished you a happy Ramadan. We wish you one, please. And to the Christian community, we wish you a happy Lent. Someone asked, we are all fasting. Christians are fasting, Muslims are fasting, but restaurants are making money. So who isn't fasting there? Maybe we have another religion that is not fasting at the time. But regardless of the matter, the business community, we want to wish you everything good in the monetary terms. Today has been a good one. It hasn't rained early in the morning. It may rain later on in the day. We do want the rains, by the way. But when it starts up very early in the morning, it tends to, disorganize the business atmosphere within the country. I'm John Paul Sonko. I've been with Andrew Barige. Channel 394 is for GoTV. 372 is for DSTV, for all of those who have been viewing us and mainstream, via mainstream rather. Yeah. And then for social media, Twitter, Smart24TV, Facebook, Smart24TV Official. And then the YouTube channel is Smart24TV Live. Please do remember to subscribe. Remember to invest, by the way, with Zabu. *292# is the USSD code that you need to use, and kickstart of your investment journey. Zabu says, my money, my future. And of course, it is powered by Updtaes East Africa, which says, do something new. If you haven't invested, that is the new thing you can do. For example, investing in government bonds and other securities available on the platform. With only 4 minutes to the top of the hour, we're signing out here. Coming up will be Financial Markets with Anthony Sebale. The entire programming for the day from Financial Markets, we shall be having Yugi Tukole at 1 p.m. with Fred Makubia. And then there is Skill Up with Naomi Mutumba at 4 p.m. 6 p.m. sharp is Diankolela with Hassan Duga. 7 p.m. is Anthony Sebale with The Point. and I'll be back at 9 p.m. with Business Today. So stick around for all business matters here on Smart 24 TV. Till tomorrow, though, it's a good morning and a good day.